Hi, welcome to Offectly. Statistically speaking, flying is the safest way to travel. Truth be told, you have a higher chance of getting bitten by disease-causing mosquitoes. Still, nothing is safe 100% of the time. Midair travel has become more and more reliable through analysis of previous accidents and crucial safety improvements. Since the beginning of commercial flight, there have been a number of major crashes and accidents. Here are the top 10 worst plane crashes of all time. 10. Grand Canyon Midair collision. This accident took place in the year 1956. It resulted in the death of all 128 passengers and crew aboard both flights. It took place between United Airlines Douglas DC-7 and Trans World Airlines Lockheed L-1049 above Grand Canyon National Park in Arizona. Both flights started their journey from Los Angeles Airport. One was bound for Chicago and another to Kansas City. This caused the creation of the Federal Aviation Agency, as well as a significant upgrade to American air traffic control systems, costing about $250 million. From then onward, mandatory collision avoidance systems and transponders must be installed in planes. 9. Air India Flight 182. On June 23, 1985 at the Toronto airport, a passenger named Mr. M. Singh checked into this flight. However, he never boarded the flight but had a suitcase checked in. The suitcase contained a bomb, which exploded over the coast of Ireland. This unfortunate event has taken the lives of 329 passengers and crew. 8. Saudi Airline Flight 163. This incident did not involve a crash. Instead, a fire broke out in the baggage compartment of the aircraft. The main issue was that the pilot decided to taxi off the runway rather than immediately stopping and evacuating. Within a few minutes, the smoke consumed the entire plane, starting from the baggage compartment into the passenger cabin. By the time the plane returned to the airport, all the 301 people on board the aircraft had passed away due to toxic smoke inhalation. Truly a tragic incident. 7. United Airlines Flight 173. This flight was approaching Portland to land, but the landing gear was not dropping. It circled near the airport for an hour in order to fix landing gear problem, but there was no benefit. During this time, the flight engineer gently warned about the swiftly diminishing fuel in the plane. The captain did not take the warning seriously. The wait was too long, and the plane ran out of fuel. Ill-fatedly, the aircraft crashed into the suburb. This delay cost him dearly. Preventive steps like improved cockpit training procedures and better cockpit resource management were taken to prevent such events in the future. 6. Disastrous collision between KLM Flight 4805 and Pan Am Flight 1736. On March 27, 1977, an explosive device exploded at the primary airport in the Canary Islands, which led to many flights being diverted to a small airport in Tenerife. As the number of planes continued to increase, the taxiway was blocked, forcing aircraft to taxi directly on the runway. To make the scenario even worse, a thick fog rolled onto the island. This resulted in very low visibility for the pilots. The captain of the KLM flight thought he had been cleared for takeoff and started speeding down the runway for liftoff. Unlucky, it was directly heading towards the Pan Am flight. The impact killed everyone aboard both the flight. About 583 people lost their lives that day. However, to stop such disasters in future, all the airports must use standardized phrases for communication and must have ground radar at all times. 5. Worst air disaster involving a single aircraft. This is regarding the Japan Airlines Flight 123 starting from Tokyo Airport to Osaka Airport. On August 12, 1985, this domestic aircraft Boeing 747 was carrying 524 passengers and crew. The aircraft suddenly experienced dangerous and explosive decompression within 12 minutes into the flight. Even the rudder and hydraulic systems failed to work. It crashed into the mountainous terrain of Tokyo. This infamous occurrence will be remembered through ages. 4. Midair collision. This incident took place between Saudi Airlines Flight 763 en route from Delhi to Dara and Kazakhstan Airlines Flight 1907 en route from Shymkent to Delhi over the village of Charkai Dadri. It is one of the worst disasters to date. Main reason for this crash is poor English communication and the lack of secondary surveillance radar at Indira Gandhi Airport. The disaster resulted in the death of 349 people on both flights. 3. Turkish Air Flight 981. On 3 March 1974, this aircraft's cargo door was not safely secured due to a design flaw and lack of proper understanding of instructions by the given baggage handlers in the flight manual. Due to this reason, the latch of the cargo hatch blew open mid-flight. This led to explosive decompression and destruction of control systems. Finally, the plane crashed outside Paris, claiming the lives of all 346 souls on board. 2. American Airline Flight 191. The deadliest aircraft accident in the United States took place on May 25, 1979 in the Chicago O'Hare Airport. Immediately after the flight took off from the runway, the left engine peeled off the wing and came crashing to the ground. In addition, it led to the rupture of the hydraulic lines. Soon, the flight came crashing down and instantly killed 271 travelers and staff. Main reason for this catastrophic fate for the plane was due to improper maintenance. 1. Malaysia Airline Flight 370. This is one of the puzzling incidents that took place in this decade. On 8 March 2014, Airline was flying from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing when the flight suddenly disappeared from the radar. Moreover, it lost contact with air traffic control with no warning or indication of any problems. On further investigation about the crash, revealed that the pilot changed the course of the plane and headed in the opposite direction due to unknown reasons and ran out of fuel and crashed. The adversity is thought to have killed all 239 people. Only the flat tire of the plane was discovered on Reunion Island, 3,700 kilometers from the main search site. The mysterious disappearance of Flight 370 was the deadliest incident involving a Boeing 777 and the deadliest in Malaysia Airlines history. So, this concludes our list of 10 worst plane crashes of all time. Do you agree with our list? Have you experienced any complications during a flight? Share your thoughts with us in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel to get the latest content. Thanks for watching. See you until next time. Goodbye.